today we're going to discuss Stagelight. So I'm going to let one of the fellas open up as I didn't play with it that much. I played with it for a day and I'm just picky. If I don't like the whole look of it, then I'm picky and that's my mood on Stagelight. It's a dope app. Don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on it. It's a dope app. It's just that I'm very picky. So go ahead, fellas. Stagelight, what do we need to know? What could you do?
One of the main things that I noticed right off the bat, I think it's kind of it's a good app as far as like if you are new to producing and beat making and you need a little help on, just understanding how programs and formats work. I think it's a pretty good app because the tutorial part of the app, I think it's done pretty well. The only problem that I felt like with that part of the application is sometimes it's a little limited because of the things that you have to purchase in the app as far as
Yeah.
to, get the full benefit of what you can use out of it and what you can learn in it. But as far as getting your feet wet and jumping into the beat making game and stuff like that, I think it's pretty solid to kind of start out with, just to kind of get a feel for what you're going to be working with. Because I mean, all these applications have the same basic principles to them. And I think this is a good app as far as, like I've been saying, with the tutorial section of it and just getting yourself acclimated to what you're going to be working with as far as patterns and putting timeline together and just things of that nature. I think it's pretty solid when it comes to, the brand new beat maker. But what do you think, Cheez?
I like it. I mean, I've been messing with it for a minute. Like, so to me, it's like Garageband, like on steroids. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's got like, like that, like it got that real basic interface. You know what I mean? And then but then they add like a couple extra things in there so you can do. Like I just like the fact that I can use audio units on my phone. You know what I mean? And like from the effects to the synths, and then like you got send effects and master effects and insert effects, and then like my favorite thing about it is the drum machine. Honestly, you know what I mean? Because you could put like individual effects on each drum, and like that's all on 2 channels. Like that to me, that's dope. Like I don't have to like really like have all these different channels for each drum, and then like you just like basically tap in the rhythms like that. Like for me, that's what's dope about it. If I go into what I don't like about it, I'm not a big fan of the sampler. Like every app I get, like the first thing I'm looking at is the sampler, and seeing how it works. Like I think it's called Sampleverse. The Sampleverse is cool, but like you ain't chopping those samples in Sampleverse. Like, and if you are like you are you're a guru, a wizard, or whatever the hell you want to call yourself, because like that shit is crazy over there on that one. But I mean, you can always like just open up a audio unit sampler, and you know what I mean, like and just do your thing in there like that.
All right, so let's explain what it is. Is it a DAW, basically an all-around DAW?
Yeah, you could definitely you could definitely like do a whole mix in there. Like you record a song in there, everything. Like
you can do vocals, everything. You can do everything in there.
Okay. And what don't you like about it, Saif? Like, what do you think they could improve?
One of the things, kind of like you, the layout is still kind of to me. You know what I'm saying? But the more I mess with it, I mean, I do have fun kind of messing around with it and just seeing all the different features that it does have. One thing that I was kind of, maybe you could help out with this, Cheez. Have you tried plugging in any MIDI, anything as far as using the MIDI application part of it?
Like a MIDI, like a MIDI controller or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I used a MIDI controller. I used one last week. Before that, nah, man, I'll be on the train all the time on my phone, like looking like I'm playing Nintendo or something. You know what I mean? No, I haven't tried it. It's not. Oh, you know what? You got to go into the settings, and you actually got to route the MIDIs to like they got to.
Okay, that's what I figured.
We got to route the MIDI. It is kind of crazy in there. Like like that's the one thing I would say. Like for a newbie, might throw somebody way off, because like in the settings you do that. Like if you ain't used to like that whole MIDI 16 channels and everything like that, that might throw you off.
Yeah.
But
have you tried using any external instruments like a keyboard or anything in the app too? Have you tried using that?
like like hardware
Yeah.
to record audio? Nah, because I said I just
Yeah.
be like out and about on the train. That's the one thing I haven't
Yeah,
done
right.
like with it. Because honestly, like I use Stagelight when I'm on the go and I want to use like an audio unit or something like that. Like I rarely use it on my iPad, to be honest with you. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Yeah, because one of the things that I was trying to set up the other day, was just when I was messing around with the app a little bit more, was like hooking up like my Auria keys or the Trigger Finger Pro or Trigger Finger, using that. And I don't know if it's because of the free version of it that you're not able to really link those things into it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
could
You know
might
what
be.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm like, okay. So when I dug a little bit further and seen what you're able to unlock, because I know there was the iOS unlock volume 4 was like $15. That's the bundled instruments, effects, and features. But then they
Yeah,
got
well, if you pay, I think if you pay $15, it unlocks everything. Well, not everything, but all of the features. But and it gives you like some credit to buy some sound packs also in the store they have.
Yep. And also
And
when
then
you
they
start
have
out with the app too, you start out with like, what is it, like $6 in credit? So
Yeah, and if you add,
What,
if you
free?
give them, if you add like if you fill in like certain information on their page, they actually give you more credit for more information they give you. I ain't feeling none of that because I just don't be doing that.
Yeah, I think you get a good amount of store credit with them to buy sound packs off their page or whatever.
Right.
But I
Most
know
of the
they
sound
have
packs are like $3.99.
okay.
They got different ones in there though, that like Timberland's got a sound pack and loops in there for 10.
Okay.
They got some Linkin Park ones in there. Like there's some different sound, but most of them are pretty much $4.
And I believe they offer like a whole bundle for $150. You get the app, you get to put it on your Mac as well. You get the program for the Mac if you're, sitting at the PC and using that.
It's called the Ultimate Unlock.
Right,
Unlock, and that's when it's you get everything, the 10,000 sounds all across. But the nice part of it too is it works across all of your devices, so you don't have to buy that.
Right.
And
so now
everything else, and you get everything else for free until Volume 5 comes out. So if there's updates and other things that they add into it up until 5, you get that for free too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, do they give you like every sound pack if you buy the 150 bundle?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Give you like a stupid amount, right?
Nah, because they gave me like because I was running. Remember, I don't know if you remember like on Instagram, I was running them Stagelight videos into the ground for a minute. Like they had hit me up and was like, yo, here, take it for the iPad and the phone. And then like probably like a month later, they was like, oh, like here, take it for the computer too.
Okay.
Like I opened it on the computer, but like I mean, it like because I do everything on the phone. Like, like I don't got the same apps. You know, on the computers it's dope because you use VSTs and all of that. But like the iPhone apps aren't on the computer. You know what I mean? So, but I didn't get no I didn't get no nothing in the store for free or nothing like that.
Okay.
They did that.
Does it look the same on the Mac?
Exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
It's like you know how it look on the iPad, like it be stretched out from the phone. That's exactly how it looked. And so like I could clearly see somebody just like looking at it and being like, nah, I'm not messing with this because
like
it's
me.
like you know what's funny? Somebody had told me before. You ever mess with Auriapro?
Yeah, I love Auriapro.
You like Auria? You don't like this?
I do. It is very difficult. Listen, it is. But you know what the difference to me, I think, is it looks more, the Stagelight looks very, how could I put it? Cartoonish, kid-like.
I don't like it because the background is dark. Like it's hard to see sometimes. That's the only that's the only thing. And it looked like they didn't like pay that much attention, like with the visuals and all of that. But pardon me. Once you like really dig into it and see like everything you can do, like it stays like it's pretty dope. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty dope. Like if especially for like somebody that's kind of got smaller budget or whatever, like $15, like you get all those features and whatnot. You could really go in with that.
Yeah, you can't beat that. But I do agree with you. I like the, you know, the effects and everything. But like I said, I didn't play with it that much. It's just the whole outlook for me. It's just yeah.
She took
Oh,
you
yeah.
past that part. Bro.
That's what I was saying, yo. Somebody told me they was like, yo, when Auria first came out, that joint was Ugly Betty. I was dying.
Yeah.
That's how you that's what you looking at with Stagelight, huh?
But I think Auria came a long way. I think it
Nah,
looks way more professional now. It is
yeah,
very hard to
it
use.
makes
You have to sit down and read and get into Auriapro to be able to use it because it's
Auria's
very
fire though. Auria's
yeah.
fire.
And
It's
And you
one
can
of
warp
the
audio over there too, like the same way you know how you can warp audio in like Ableton. You can do
yeah
that in Auria.
yeah
So like it's real dope.
yeah. It's definitely one of the best out there. You just have to learn it like any other. Auriapro might take you a day or two longer. It's not as simplified maybe as Beatmaker 3, but it's dope. It's dope as shit.
Yeah.
And you were just telling us about an app,
Oh
Cheese.
yeah. What's it's called? Spectrum. Spectrum is hold up. I'm gonna look it up to see exactly who it's by. But it's free. It's an audio unit. And
Wait, did we just talk about that on the second episode, Saif? I think we spoke about that too, right? Was it that or a different one?
It was a different one.
Oh, okay. But
which
anyway,
one put me on? Because I love free apps.
I don't hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I think we was talking about what was it, Pure Synth?
Oh yeah, it
Pure
was Pure
Synth.
Synth.
That Pure Synth Platinum is fire.
Nah, yeah, with the Pure Synth, like I download everything too immediately, but it's such a big fucking file. It's so huge, like
Yeah, it shit took a little while. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. So that was cool that they didn't force you to put that whole shit on your iPad. You could put it separate from the app.
Right.
And then you could go in there and grab what you want and take, you know what I mean? So, like me and Syph said, we don't even use half them shits, so we could take them out and save some space.
It's a Spectrum synthesizer bundle. If you just type in Spectrum synthesizer on the App Store, it pops right up, and it's free, no in-app purchases or nothing. It's a straight free app. It's fire too. Like you get some real unique sounds like when you use it. Like it's three. I think it's three different synthesizers or whatever, and they all dope, and you can use each one as the effect unit too. Like they're dope.
No, it sounds legit. Yeah, that sounds like something right up my alley as far as putting dope sounds together. Because we also like that though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Coming up with unique sounds and
you get and you like I'm telling you, you just like twist one of them knobs or whatever. Like I haven't read the manual or nothing. I just went straight into making a beat with it, and and you just twist the knobs and eventually like real easy. Like you get sounds. Another one is a granular synth or something like that. So like they're all pretty dope. Like I said, you just get like you get some real weird sounds on it if you need, or you can get some real just like useful sounds. Like and I feel like they work for like any genre. You know what I mean? Like you want to do like dance music, trap, hip hop, whatever. It all works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I think you were alluding to it earlier too. You were saying something about like horror movie sounds and.
Oh yeah, definitely.
People are already right around the corner. Halloween is pretty much the next holiday popping up.
That's right. that's right
around the corner. So
that's right. Yeah.
Or you could just buy my sample pack of Halloween sounds, over 300 sounds and loops.
That's the absolute fact.
Effects.
It is. It's fire too.
Yeah, I have fun making that. I know my neighbors was like, "What is going on over there?" But
listen. When I moved into my apartment, I told my next door neighbor, I was like, "Yo, look, I'm loud." He's like, "All right." And every week I hear him yelling at somebody in his house. I was like, "Oh, cool! I got the perfect neighbor. Like I'm good."
Right.
What did you guys say?
Have you checked out the KB1 app?
What's that?
This app is dope. We mentioned it in podcast too. You missed out on that one, but you can take about 3-4 different apps of keyboards, pianos, synth, and put them into this one and play them all. I'm gonna share a picture with you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now on the on the App Store.
Is it free or how much is it?
$10.
Okay, I already have it.
Yeah, $10.
It's amazing.
Word?
Yeah, you can put so much into this, like it's crazy. Let me.
Yeah, it's a KB keyboard suite. KB1 keyboard suite. Yeah.
Oh, and it got MPE on it. Oh.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So I got that Rolly Seaboard.
Oh yeah, so you'll love this. You could literally put like 4 different apps on it and just play them.
Like you could stack them like a multi or whatever.
Yep.
You up to 5, right, sis?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it's 5 of them.
Oh, and it's an audio unit. Wait, so I could open up an audio unit inside an audio unit?
Yes, you can.
Oh, shit.
Yes, it's 5.
Yo. Like, there go that $10 right there, boy.
Oh, man, that's crazy. Nah, I'm going to have to mess with this.
It's so dope.
Yeah, I hate that the fact that you can't. Remember back, like, you used to be able to save apps in the App Store. Like, you have like a wish list.
God, yes. Why did they take that out?
So you could just buy the shit like immediately.
Right.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, you can put like I could put Poison on one, Unique on one, Sample Tank on one, like, and you could just keep going. It's up to 5 of them, or you could have 1 or 2 or 3. It's so dope. Damn. And you could just play all of them on there.
Yeah, that blew my mind when she showed me that. I was like, "Oh shit!"
I'm actually glad you showed me this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dropping a video this week on this joint. This joint is fire.
Yeah, I'm glad you showed me this.
It's definitely worth it.
Because I was gonna spend $7 on another app. I'm not gonna mention the app's name because I'm not like that. But I think this I will instead spend $10 on this. This looks kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Because I usually just load up different audio units and just drag the MIDI. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
and I haven't had any problems, no crashing. Like it works smoothly. Like especially if you're like me, I'm a DJ too. So oh my God, this thing is amazing. Like amazing. Because as a DJ, you want to be able to play multiple shit like without a problem. So that thing is amazing. Like you could just have a crazy jam session with that up.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, from a DJ aspect, that's a lifesaver.
Yeah, hell yeah. Because I'm not a boring DJ. I'm not sitting there just playing fucking loops and shit. I like to keep myself busy and make it go quick and play around and do different shit. I want to always be working. So yeah, that thing is amazing. And like I said, just to have like a jam session, like, it's good to practice your skills. That thing is great. Definitely check that out.
Yeah, sure.
Back to Stagelight, I guess. I mean, because Stagelight, I think pretty much it's not too much to discuss. You have to really just go in there and play with it. They do have a free demo version that anyone could just go ahead and check it out. But it does, pretty much what the others do. If you already have, certain DAWs or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like all of the one thing I have learned since like within the last like few years is like every DAW is like the same thing. It's just they just all rap differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's your personal preference, I guess, at the end of the day. And to the layout, I just don't. It's not that I don't like it. It's just
I completely get it.
Sit and get into.
Yeah,
I completely get it. Like I like honestly, I probably because of the visual like aspect of it. Like I'm not gonna lie, like if they hadn't like hit me and be like, "Yo, check this out," and here, take this for free, and if you can throw up some videos, I probably would have never used it. You know what I mean? Just because it does look a little clunky and stuff like that. But I messed with it hard body. You know what I mean? Like it's journey is crazy to me. I just like the fact because Beatmaker 3 never made it to the phone. According to them, they said there's an update coming in August, and they alluded to. They said we're working to put it on other platforms. They wasn't like being specific. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold my breath or nothing like that. No shade on them or nothing like that. But it just is what it is. But but because like the only other thing that I had that opened up audio units was GarageBand, and then with GarageBand you don't really get master effects, you know, and stuff like that. Like because Stagelight has all that. Like it was like kind of it was like a done deal for me. Like because I was like, yo, I mess with this or whatever.
Yeah.
Like just off that. Like the only thing I was mad that they didn't include, honestly, besides was in-app audio. Like there's no in-app audio on here.
Yeah.
But when I saw that, I was like, yo, in-app audio is about to die. Like they about to kill us like in a good year or something. And look at it now. It's like they say it's not even going to be in what's that, iPad OS or whatever. So
I'm sure a lot of applications are probably going to, like you just alluded to, probably just axe that all together, even on new applications.
Well, they're going to have to.
Yeah.
So it's like, man,
I got a couple apps that if they don't switch to in-app audio, I'm gonna be sick, man. Like I'm gonna have to like I'm literally gonna have to buy another iPad, like, and just leave this one on like 12.
Yeah.
And then
same thing here.
and because like I got a couple cents that's just beyond bananas, and I'm like I'm not like losing them just because, you know what I mean? Like I can't, I refuse, you know. So I'll probably buy another one around like December or something like that. It's all good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, like around the holidays, but you know, got the little sales going on. Let me just get another one. You know what I mean? Just
the best be like Black Friday. They have the best sales I noticed. Like with like this technology, anything with iPads, or anything.
That and
Black
Cyber
Friday
Monday.
is the time.
Cyber Monday too. You know?
I don't do them stores. I don't do them in-person stores on Black Friday. People stupid. Like,
but you'd be surprised. Like I know Cyber Monday is good, but they offer the same exact sales on the internet on Black Friday. I never go out. I'm crazy. I can't do it.
No, I'm not doing that.
Locked up by now.
Man,
man. So, my girl did it one time.
Collect call
like 4 in the morning.
that 4 in the morning waiting online shit.
Nah. My girl's
like,
you sure you don't want to go? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. I'll see you when you get back. Like you going with your girlfriend, so you be safe. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna get lighter as the day get later. So, you know, I ain't gotta worry about you getting hurt or nothing like that, you know?
Yeah. Ain't that it?
But yeah, they offer the same thing online. You just gotta go online and catch it.
That's what's up. Yeah. I guess that Stagelight then, huh?
I guess so. It's not like I said, too much to discuss on Stagelight. It's pretty
I
much
could actually see if somebody actually, you know, if that's really their doll and that's what they're really into, they can actually do some pretty crazy stuff in there. That I could see.
Yeah,
they can do some pretty crazy stuff in there. I mean, but it's all about, like you said, it's personal preference.
Yeah, it just take time to sit down, learn it,
and I think
if you mess with it, you can mess with it like hard, like a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it, it's dope how, like you said, for beginners, it offers all those tutorials, but I think it's still, with the tutorials, kind of a little difficult. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, it's like, damn. You know what I mean? It's not as easy thing to get certain things. I'm like, where the hell is this? Where the hell is that? Like, you know what I mean? And it's crazy, even with the tutorials.
I think the tutorials is meant for like somebody who maybe is not really like that well versed in like beat making,
because it doesn't help the actual app itself, like to work. And another problem I had, like, because I went into a couple of the tutorials just to play around, and 2 of them wasn't even working for me. Like the option to push a certain button wasn't even there for me. I don't know.
That's crazy.
That problem.
I don't remember. I did them so long ago.
I seen
just because I'm the person, I like to play with everything on the app. You know what I mean? I'm looking through everything. So I'm like, man, this ain't even here. And I just canceled the whole tutorial out. So for someone that actually needed it, they would have been screwed over right there.
Yeah.
But I just, I X'd out and just started playing around with it. But
well, I'm glad you said that, because you just gave me a couple of ideas for some videos for YouTube. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
One of my, if I remember off the top of my head, was an on-screen keyboard tutorial. Like you can't complete that one. I think that was one of them.
Yes, that's one of them. You're right.
I think that was one of them.
Like when they tell you to
complete it.
because when they tell you to click on the bottom right to pull it up, it's not there, and when there's nothing else to push but the X, and when you X it out, it cancels the whole tutorial.
Oh,
so you got to just figure out where it is at. does pop up after, like you see with the button they're talking about.
Right.
It's just not active for you on the tutorial.
I get you. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Right.
I get.
That's exactly one of them. Yep, you're right, Cypha. That's
Yeah,
exactly one of them I had that problem with.
Word. It's definitely.
But other than that,
Stagelight tutorials, and
yeah,
definitely do that. I got to change the narrative on stage. Like y'all kill.
yeah, do that. drop a couple joints. Like, we're not trying to shit on you, Stagelight, you know.
Oh, I'm not shitting
we
on
messing with you, and I'm definitely gonna mess with you more, Stagelight. It's just
because, like I said, I could see somebody who was really dedicated, and that's their dog. They could do some serious damage with that app. They could definitely do serious.
I'm just already spoiled by a couple other apps out there. That's all.
Yeah. I can see that. Definitely see that. Like it's like you got like it's like you get a nice new shirt or something like that. And the joint got all these designs, and then somebody coming like, "Hey, check this shirt. And it's just plain white." You're like, nah, like it's just straight fire. What are you doing?
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
So that's it for Stagelight. I don't know what up.
I think that's a good amount
That's
for
good.
somebody to listen to. Yeah.
All right, so then we'll just close out. That's it for Stagelight. What are we discussing next week, fellas? We got to pick an app.
You gonna force me to use Impcpro?
Yeah, they did an update. I think it was a week ago or two.
Yeah. I got the update. I like the update. Not for nothing. I still haven't like completed a whole beat in there though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't even open it yet. I just been so busy. But then I didn't. Then they sent me another one in the beta, so they're gonna be dropping another update soon. Hopefully they fixed everything. Do you have Final Touch, Cheez?
Yes, ma'am.
So y'all want to do a Final Touch next week?
Yeah, I can do that.
The contest coming soon, giveaways coming soon. What are you gonna say, Cypha?
Unboxing reviews.
Yep, we got some unboxing reviews
right now. Yep, check that out.
Cypha's laughing at my HyperX this morning. I woke up to a nice little message, laughing at my ghetto-ness and my trying to be proper. And he didn't put it in those words, but that's how I read it.
Wait, what happened?
I'm ghetto and I try to be professional in the reviews unboxing. So it was like a crazy mix. And he was laughing at me this morning on my HyperX microphone review and unboxing. Yeah. But it just didn't work for me. I wasn't trying to shit on them. I like what they tried to do. I don't know listen, I might have got a defective one. I don't know. Yeah. Please, HyperX, if you see it, holler at me. Send me a new one. Do something, because I send your shit right back. Because it was just, the game was crazy on it. Like, it was just uncontrollable on everything, on the PC, on the PlayStation, on the iPad. It was at its lowest, and I was just peaking like crazy. And I was just like, I can't even use it. But listen, I loved the way the mic looked. I love what they tried to do. The big LED light on it. When you mute, it goes dead. I loved all of that. But that was another problem. When you mute, just a loud ass click, like Now that mic was made for streamers and podcasting, so that's annoying as hell. If you have a mute that you can click, everyone hears it. Like,
sounds like you thumping the microphone, literally.
Right. If you dropped it, so I don't know. It's a couple things they got to work out. Unless I got a defective one, I don't know.
Because it's a HyperX mic.
Yeah, it's called the Quadcast from HyperX is the company.
This red one?
Yeah, it's pretty. I just dropped the unboxing, but it's just like the quality wasn't great, and like I said, a little couple things. The gain was just too much. Like at its lowest, it was just like I had the mic across the room, and it was just picking me up. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, peaking. Actually, I did in the video I just dropped, I recorded a little piece in that mic, and you can see how horrible the quality is.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
It's a solid review. Bad. You did a solid review on it, definitely.
I mean, I'm just putting out there what I'm going through with these devices. You know what I mean? Right. But I much rather the Blue Yeti is way better than that one. You know what I mean? And I forgot how much it was. I don't know if it was 130 or 160. It was somewhere in that range, but I mean,
I think mine was one.
no, not. I mean the quadcast. I think it was around
okay.
that price. I'm not sure which one, but it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I'm looking on this is like 140 on Best Buy or something.
Yeah, then that's exactly where I got it from too. So that's what it was.
It's a nice
But
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
I had
you
to
ain't
send
lying.
it
It's
back.
nice looking.
It's beautiful. Like it's beautiful. It's
Definitely
durable.
eye catching.
Right. And then when you tap the top, you mute it and the light goes dead. So that's dope. You know you're muted without a mistake. You know what I mean?
Oh, so that red thing is a light?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
And it goes off when you mute it. But you know, like I said, I like what they tried to do. It just didn't. The quality and the features didn't work for me.
I get it. I get it.
So I don't know what happened there. And you know, if you check out other reviews, some people love it, and then there's others that say the same thing. So I don't think it was just I got a defective one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. That's crazy. I've been using
I'm
the
sure
same
they'll
mic for
fix
20
it.
years.
Yeah. Listen, I still got a mic for like 20 years too. Literally about 16 years sitting here. That's fine. But
yeah, I got one too. One I have forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what happened with it. If they could fix it and come out with another version that has no problems, I definitely would get it just for looks alone and that little mute.
Yeah, it's a dope concept.
Yeah,
it's a dope concept, especially when it lights up and because when you first got it, before we even started recording these episodes, I was like, oh shit, that looks dope. You know, because you sent me the link off of IG.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Just check
that
it.
sucks though, Mike, though. I'm glad it didn't work.
Word, I was disappointed. When I posted I posted a small video on Instagram and a couple of people hit me like, yo, that mic is dope. I'm gonna get it. And I'm like, listen, watch the tutorial. Not the tutorial, the review. Watch the video.
Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to sit here and shit on them. I'm just putting my personal experience up there for others. Like maybe you want to wait till they upgrade to, version. It's a brand new mic. They just started making mics. They're known for headsets and gaming things. So I think this is their first mic. And I'm like, yo, check out the video first.
Trying to expand a little bit as far as I'm sure a lot of people live stream playing and talking to each other and all that stuff while they
and I thought maybe,
world of, what I'm saying, in that gaming world.
Right. And I thought, not everything is meant for the iPad. So I'm like, let me take it to the PC. Same problem. Then I said, this is, streaming games. Let me take it to the PlayStation. Same thing. Everyone told me in the chat. Yeah, we could hear that mute mad loud. Sound like you dropped the mic. Yeah, you're coming in crazy loud. Like lower your gain. Meanwhile, my gain is at the lowest. So it wasn't just, that.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Word. But other than that, I think that's it, fellas. Thanks for listening, everyone. And check us out next week. Final Touch, I said. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Final Touch. Yep.